Are you looking for a lightweight travel trailer that you can tow with almost any vehicle? Well, stick around, folks. We found some awesome travel trailer floor plans that weigh less than 4,000 pounds. Hey guys, Mike from RVBlogger here in front of the camera, and Susan's behind the camera. And before we begin our RV tours today, I just wanted to take a minute and thank our sponsor of this video, RV Mattress by Brooklyn Bedding. Now, we tour tons and tons of RVs, as you guys know, so who sees more RV mattresses than we do? Not many people. And one thing we notice in every RV is that the mattress that comes with many new RVs is not a great mattress. It's just like this one that's in our Class A RV. Usually they're a 4 or 5 inch foam mattress, not a very good quality, and they do fail over time, and you'll find yourself putting a mattress topper on there to make it feel better. I'm embarrassed to say we've waited 2 years till we replaced our mattress, but we finally did. And so why did we choose RV Mattress by Brooklyn Bedding? Well, for a number of reasons, the biggest of which is we know a lot of full-time RVers that have used RV Mattress by Brooklyn Bedding in their RV, and we hear awesome things all about them. First of all, they're comfortable. They make mattresses that fit your RV or van. They can make different sizes for many different size mattresses. As you know, they're not standard residential sizes that go in an RV or a van. Second of all, they have a 120-night sleep trial period. So if you don't like your mattress, they'll take care of that with you and get another one that suits you better. They also come with a 10-year warranty. So if you sleep in it and it gets a crater in it, they'll take care of that for you. They also ship to wherever you are. We had our mattress shipped to a campground where we were camping. Just make sure they accept big packages, but they'll ship anywhere to where you are in the US for free. And their manufacturing facilities right in Arizona, so it's very easy and quick shipping period to send it on out to you. Now, we got a short king size mattress in our particular RV. We went with their signature hybrid mattress, which is their best-selling mattress. We figured we'd go with one that most people choose, and we've heard from people that have this mattress and they seem very happy with it. We also went with, they have a soft, medium, and firm choice. We chose the medium. Now, if you're interested in ordering an RV mattress for your RV, we suggest you head on over to rvmattress.com/RVblogger and check them out. You can use discount code RVblogger to save 25%, but we happen to be shooting this video in May, and they're having a big Memorial Day sale all month. So you can get even bigger discounts during the month of May, and they do sales at different times of the year, so just be aware of that. But you can always get 25% off using discount code RVblogger. So here I am on our nice new mattress, and it is comfy. It's even got this nice pillow top here, which is super soft on top of the medium firmness, and it feels perfect. If you guys are interested in getting an RV mattress from Brooklyn Bedding, just go to rvmattress.com/RVblogger. Don't forget to use discount code RVblogger to make sure you save at least 25%, because they may be having a sale like they are now in May, and you can save even more. This travel trailer is the Coachmen Clipper model number 12,000 ROK. It has an unloaded vehicle weight of 2,115 pounds, a cargo carry capacity of 1,345 pounds for an overall gross vehicle weight rating of 3,725 pounds. These numbers do not add up, but this is what is on Coachmen's website. It just goes to show that sometimes the numbers that are displayed on campers online are wrong, and you should double check them anytime you need to. The hitch weight on here is 225 pounds. It measures in at 16 feet 1 inch long, and it sleeps up to 3 people. When you first walk into this travel trailer, on the right-hand side is where the commode and some storage are located. Then there's a gaucho bed, and we are in the bedroom area. You might be wondering where the kitchen is, and that's on the back of this trailer, and we'll be showing you that soon. Now, directly on my right is where the bathroom is located in here, and this is a small cassette toilet that you can use, and it's kind of like a pop-up camper type setup. But at least you can go to the bathroom in your camper if you want to. And there's a little curtain that you can pull around for some privacy while you're in here using the bathroom. Now, the way that this works is it's what's called a cassette toilet. And so you've got this little knob here. You just pull it out. The whole toilet comes out, and then you can pull the cassette container out of here and dump it either at the sewer connection on your campsite, or you can just take it to the bathhouse and empty it right into a toilet in there. So it's pretty convenient as far as that goes. But again, it's really just a toilet to use in your camper if you need to. I would think if you were in here, you would probably be using the bathrooms at the bath houses in the campground or something like that. But let us know, what do you do in your camper? You know, there's a lot of folks that have a full bathroom with a shower and they still use the bathhouse at the campground. What do you do? Let us know in the comments down below. Do you use your bathroom in your camper, or do you use the bathrooms in the bathhouses, and why? We would love to hear from you on that topic. Also, you've got 3 nice size shelves with some open storage. They've got the cargo netting here to hold things in place for you. Over here is a couple more spots where you have some open storage. You have a nice max air fan in here too, so it'll move a lot of air if you want to get a nice breeze going in here. And then we have our little couch set up right here, so you can relax a little bit, hang out inside your camper. But this is also another bed, and this is sort of like a gaucho bed type setup. So you just pull this out, and then you just sort of rearrange these cushions to create another bed. Now, if you did that in here, we would end up with a bed that's about 54 inches long and 32 inches wide. So, you know, a kid could easily sleep on here. I don't really think an adult would be very comfortable on here at all. But if it's 2 parents and 1 kid, I think you would make out just fine. So a couple last things about this couch. This couch also serves as a dinette. And there's actually a table underneath of the couch. It goes in this storage cabinet below, and you can see the table right down there. You can pull that out and set it up here. And so this couch serves as a place to relax. It serves as a bed, and it can also work for your dinette. Now, just above the couch is where this window is located. And these curtains are pretty cool. You can just take them and Velcro them right up top if you want to let a little light in here, or if you're like me and you just want full light, just rip that thing down and there you go, you have full light. Now then you can just fold up your curtain and put it away, or you can just Velcro it back up there whenever you're ready. So just next to the couch is where the air conditioner is located. Now this is a wall mounted air conditioner, and you might look at this and go, man, what a cheapo air conditioner. Well, it's true, they are inexpensive, and so if your AC ever goes bad and you have to replace it, it'll be pretty inexpensive to do so. And these actually work very well for a camper this size. There's just not a lot of space in here, and so keeping yourself cool in here with a window mounted or a window unit air conditioner should be just fine. Down below that, you've also got some solar charger controls going on here, and then a little place where your air conditioner plugs in. They just built a little cabinet door to make it look a little nicer. Down below that, we've got a charging center here, cable outlet here, and a receptacle. So you could set up a TV on this countertop space, so you do have some TV to watch. And then you've got below that a really nice big storage cabinet underneath of this countertop. Now the bed is at the back of this camper also, and it's a pretty good sized bed. I mean, it's 54 inches. It looks bigger to me than that. I thought it was 60, and it's about 72 inches long, so it would be considered a short full-size bed, but it looks okay to me. I mean, it's only 6 inches short of a queen, so I think 2 people would be able to sleep here pretty easily. There's also a couple windows on either side of the bed, and then of course you've got some open storage up top with some cargo netting to hold things in place. Now, if Susan and I were to live in here, I'm sure we would use our clear plastic totes in all these open storage areas. And that way we can put things in the totes. They're clear so we can see in them and we know what's in them. And it keeps things from sliding all over the place while you're driving down the road. So just a tip to share on how we would use these types of storage if this was our camper. Also, you'll notice behind me here, there is a heater on the wall. So if you're camping in the shoulder seasons or even in the wintertime, you can turn this baby on and it will heat this camper very, very nicely. There's also a receptacle on the wall down below here, so if you need to plug in anything there, you can certainly do so. One last thing is this entire bed does lift on up, and you can see that there's plenty of storage underneath. There's also a bank of drawers on the one side and then some open storage area on the other. Now you guys may have noticed that I've been sort of crouching a little bit through the entire video, and that's because there's not a lot of ceiling height in here. In fact, let's get a measurement. I can't even stand up, and you guys know I'm 5'11", but I can't just stand in here. And there is 5 feet 9 inches of headroom in here. So for you taller folks, and even for you medium height folks like me, man, we're gonna be crouching down in here. But again, this is just a weekend adventure camper. So, you know, it works for what you need it for. One other thing to note is the doorway in here is a little short. I whacked my head on it already going in and out of here, so you always have to watch out for that in a camper that has low headroom. So here we are at the kitchen area, which is in the back of this camper. It's not inside. So for those of you wondering where the kitchen is, well, here it is. Now, starting from the top, we have some open storage here over top of the refrigerator. And then we have 2 big cabinets up here with plenty of storage inside. Down below that, we have a compact fridge over here with a decent amount of space for your cold items. And then it does have its own little freezer compartment up top. Down below that, we have a gray stone grill. It almost looks like a black stone, but it's gray. And you have a nice big cooking surface here, so you can make breakfast and dinner and all that fun stuff out here. Then we have a microwave oven mounted out here as well, so that's a really great feature to have. You can come out here, warm up your coffee or whatever you need to do, and there you go. You got a nice place for your microwave. Now the countertop area, there is a good amount of space here. You actually have a receptacle here. You could set up a coffee pot, toaster oven, whatever you need, blender for margaritas. If we stop on by and visit you, that would be nice. And then you have a 2-burner stove. I like that they've turned it long ways instead of having it sideways, because it would just chew up more countertop space. And then finally, you have your sink out here. Now this sink faucet is removable, and you can add on the shower sprayer, and this would also be where you could take a shower with your rig if you didn't want to use the bathhouse in the campground. So all in all, it's a pretty nice kitchen setup. I also like the fact that this big door covers you in case it's raining a little bit, so you got a nice place to work and stay out of the rain that way. This travel trailer is the Forest River Viking Saga model number 14SR. It has an unloaded vehicle weight of 2,469 pounds, a cargo carry capacity of 1,281 pounds, a gross vehicle weight rating of 3,750 pounds. Has a hitch weight of 250 pounds. The length is 16 feet 6 inches long, and it can sleep up to 2 people. When you walk into this RV, you have a closet on your left-hand side, and the bathroom is straight ahead. Then we wrap on around into the kitchen, living, and sleeping area. Now, our first impression when we walked in here was that, hey, this isn't a bad trailer for 16 feet 6 inches long, and that counts the tongue outside too. So they try to get as many features in here as they could, and they make the area as multifunctional as possible. But we'll cover all that as we go through our review. Now, just on my left-hand side here, you'll notice that you have this nice size cabinet here. You've got a taller section here for taller items, and then you have all of these shelves built in on the other side, so you can stow away all your gear, supplies, food items, whatever you have. Down below, this is a nice idea. You can kick your shoes off and stick them under there. And then up top here, you have your control panel. So just past the bathroom is where the kitchen area is located in here. Now this is an inline kitchen. That just means all your appliances are in a line, and it's a very efficient way to make use of the space. Up top here, you have a really nice big deep cabinet for your storage. Another really nice big cabinet over here as well. The refrigerator in here, it's just a compact refrigerator. There is no freezer section in here, but don't fret, because you can buy an ice maker online and keep it inside or outside, and it'll make ice cubes for you all day long. I used to own one, and they really are pretty cool. Next to the refrigerator, we have a 2-burner range here with your sink right next to that, with a big gooseneck faucet overhead. And then of course you have a sink cover in case you need more countertop space, and you might if you have a coffee pot or anything like that you want to set up. You can plug it right into your receptacle here. Down below the sink, there is also some storage area, and there's even more storage area down below the cooktop. Now that we've gotten through the kitchen area, we have a dilemma. Where are we going to eat? Are we going to eat at the dinette table, or are we going to use this little area right here to sit down and it's kind of like a breakfast nook or a breakfast bar. Now, the way that Susan and I look at this is, you know, this is a camper that's built really for 2 people. And we would hate to make our bed and unmake our bed every day just to be able to sit at the dinette. So we would probably opt for putting the dinette table down and just leaving this as a bed all the time. And we would sit right here and eat most of our meals, or we'll eat outside. That's how we would use it. Let us know in the comments below, though, you know, how would you use this and why? We'd love to hear from you. But from our point of view, we would sit here and, you know, you got a couple stools that are independent. You can use them inside or outside. They fold away, so you can stow them up while you're traveling down the road. And if you're eating here, it's not a bad deal. You know, you got a nice view outside. Down below here, there's also some open storage underneath, so you can even store more things down there. Now, for the dinette table area, this really serves as 3 things, right? First of all, it's a dinette. Second of all, it could be your bed. And then third of all, it's just a couple of comfy couches where you can relax inside. So if it's a rainy day, you might want to unmake your bed and just use it in that regard. I'm not sure. But either way, the dinette table does drop down. And if you do make this into one big bed, it's actually not a bad size. We end up with about 80 inches. And then the width on it is about 40, almost 50 inches wide. And so that's enough for 2 people to be able to sleep in here pretty comfortably. You might be cramped up a little bit. As far as cable and receptacle locations, we have those right here on this side of the dinette. So I guess you could hook up a TV, your backer's right here on the wall, and then when you're laying in bed or relaxing, you can watch the TV from here. There's also a receptacle and USB ports on the other side, so if you need to charge up anything or work from your dinette if you need to, you have the ability to do that as well. One last thing to point out is there is a shelf up top here. Now, it's just a shelf with no cargo netting or anything, so if you put things up here when you're driving down the road, they're probably going to fall off the shelf. I would at least go ahead and install some cargo netting or something just to hold things in place up here while you're traveling on down the road. Now, underneath of the dinette benches, there is storage here as well, and there's even a little outdoor storage door so you can get to it from inside or from outside. So here I am in the bathroom, and I'm standing in the shower like I usually am. Now let's get a measurement in here and see how much headroom we have up into the skylight here. You guys already know I'm 5'11", and I'm not having any problem standing here. And the height in here is 6 feet 3 inches. The ceiling height throughout the RV is 6 feet 6 inches. So, you know, a decent amount of headroom for you taller folks. Some of you taller folks may be crouching in the shower a little bit, but maybe be okay in the rest of the RV. Now, this is a very, very basic bathroom. It's just got a shower. It's got a wand for, you know, taking your shower. And then it just has the regular walls that come in the rest of the camper, and they've caulked everything in. This is fine to use for your shower, but you can always buy shower surround material right at Home Depot, cut it to size, and put it in here if you would prefer to do that. You can also buy a retractable shower door and put that in here so you don't have to have a shower curtain if you want to do that. You can buy those off the internet. They make them custom sizes, and they're not very expensive at all. So you can really modify your shower and make it a little nicer if you prefer. Now, outside of the shower, we just have a commode in here. And if this was my RV, I'd probably put a little hand sanitizer thing on the wall so you can clean your hands when you're done using the bathroom. But sitting on here with the door closed, it does feel a little bit cramped because the door almost hits my knee, and I have no elbow space on this side, but on the left side, I'm free as a bird. This travel trailer is the Coachmen Remote, model number 16R. It has an unloaded vehicle weight of 3,054 pounds, a cargo carry capacity of 746 pounds for an overall gross vehicle weight rating of 3,800 pounds. The hitch weight is 376 pounds. It measures in at just 19 feet 7 inches long, and it can sleep up to 3 people. When you first walk into this travel trailer, on the right-hand side is where the dinette is located. Then we wrap on around through the kitchen area. Bathroom's right across from the kitchen, and the bed is in the very back of this trailer. So when you first walk into this travel trailer, my first impression is that it feels a little bit tight in here. And that's because of two reasons. Number one, there are no slide outs in here, so we don't get the extra floor space that a slide out would provide. And number two, this unit has what's called a mid-bath, which means that the bathroom is located in the middle of the travel trailer. And when that happens, you end up with this wall here in the middle of the trailer, and it kind of separates the front from the back of the trailer, and it just makes it feel a little bit narrow in my opinion. But other than that, it's got everything that you need for a fully functional trailer that can go off-road. It's even got a tire pressure monitoring system built into it. So it's got some very nice features built in as well. And this is a great camper for your weekend adventures or for taking a vacation, things like that. I wouldn't consider it a full-time camper, but at least it's a great adventure camping type RV. Now up front here, we have the dinette. And this dinette has a freestanding table with it. And the table's a little low. I think it should probably be a little higher. It just seems like it's right on top of my lap. But 4 people could sit here pretty easily. Like the adults would have to be on this side of the dinette. And since the dinette's in the front of this RV, this wall slopes back a little bit. So whoever's sitting here probably needs to be a little shorter so they're not hitting their head on the wall or anything like that. Now, this dinette table can be taken out of here and used outside because it's a freestanding table, which we really like that idea. Anything that's multifunctional where you can use it in more than one place is always a good idea as far as we're concerned. So you can use it here, you can fold it up, take it outside and use it there if you prefer. But the table does also drop down, and then this dinette becomes another bed in here. And if you do that, let's see how much space you would have. So from one end to the other, you'd have about 72 inches. And then the width on this is 47 or 48 inches. And so you would end up with, you know, a short, I guess we would call that a single bed. It's 48 inches wide by 72. So, you know, maybe a couple of average size adults could squeeze in here. Definitely a couple kids would be able to fit in here. No problem at all. There's even storage under the dinette seats, which you can access from up top or the outside compartment door. On the other side, they have a little area behind the dinette booth where you can store things over there as well. You'll also notice that there are 3 windows in the dinette area, so this is all light and airy and open, feels good. And then you've got some open storage above with cargo netting to hold things in place for you. There's also an outlet located underneath of the dinette, which will give you a receptacle to plug into, and there are even USB ports under there too. So if you're working here and you need to plug in a computer or whatever, you can certainly do that. Now, right next to the dinette is where the refrigerator is located. And, you know, this is a pretty good fridge for a trailer this size. It also has a separate freezer up top. Now, I don't mention it that much anymore because it's just so common, but this is a 12-volt refrigerator. It does not run on propane. It runs on your battery, or it runs when you're plugged into shore power. The shore power simply keeps the battery charged, and the refrigerator runs off of the battery. That's what a 12-volt refrigerator will do. In addition, there's more storage over top of the refrigerator. Now, some of these doors I don't know why they do this, but you know, a door that lifts up like this should have a piece of hardware that keeps it open, so then you can use both your hands to take whatever you want out of the cabinet. But a lot of times they just leave them loose, and so you always have to have one hand holding the cabinet door open. Now, just across from that is where the rest of the kitchen is located. Starting up top here, we have a lot of cabinet space, and they did a nice job with these cabinet doors. They have the black inlaid glass, and they've sort of caulked it in place from the back side, so when you tap on the glass, it doesn't make that rattling sound. Some cabinets, if you tap on this middle panel, whether it's wood or glass, you'll hear it vibrate in there, but you don't hear that with these. And the reason for that is because of this bead of caulk that goes around the interior perimeter. And if your RV has door panels that vibrate a little bit, just get a little bead of silicone and go around the inside, and that will solve that problem for you. Now, they have a nice big window over top of your countertop space, so it makes it nice and light and bright for you. They have a 2-burner stove in here, as well as some paperwork from the dealership. And then we have a round single bowl sink in here with a gooseneck faucet overhead, and then you've got a little bit of countertop space here too. Now on the end of this countertop, there is a receptacle right here, so if you have a coffee maker or a toaster, you can plug right in from your countertop space. Also mounted just below the cooktop is a small microwave oven, and then to the right of that you have some storage space underneath of your sink, and then you have a drawer here for your kitchen utensils, and then more storage space below that. So at the very back of this trailer is where the owner's bed is located, and let's see how big this bed is back here. It is about 74 inches by 54 inches wide, so I guess we would consider that a short, full-size bed. Now you'll notice there's a couple of windows back here to get some nice natural light in here. There is a bit of a headboard here, and then underneath of that there's also a shelf that's wide open all the way across. And then you would use this receptacle from the kitchen cabinet if you needed to plug in things to charge overnight, like a phone or tablet or what have you. There's also open storage on each side of the bedroom back here, so you can store all of your clothes away and see everything nice and easy. That's kind of a nice added benefit. And then down below where I'm sitting, there's a storage space under there that you can use as well. So here we are in the bathroom in the middle of this camper. Like I pointed out earlier, it is a mid-bath RV. And it does have a shower and a commode in here, no vanity. They're just trying to use the most amount of the least space possible. And so, you know, you don't have a vanity in here. Now, we've had a lot of arguments on the channel about that before. So let us know in the comments down below. Do you think you should have a vanity sink in your bathroom, or are you okay using the kitchen sink to wash your hands after using the restroom? Now, some folks will put, what do you call it, honey, that hand sanitizer? Hand sanitizer on the wall in the bathroom. So if they don't have a sink, they would use that, and that's a good solution, I think. But let us know in the comments what you think about that dilemma as well. Now, the shower here is a corner style shower. It's pretty small, I have to say. I mean, it's shower base on this thing is just about a little more than 2 feet in each direction. And it's got a shower curtain that comes around that doesn't even go to the bottom of the shower stall. So you're going to be leaking water all over the floor in here, in my opinion. It's a very poor shower design, in my humble opinion. But nonetheless, you have a couple of corner shelves here for your soap and shampoo dispensers. And then, as you guys know, I'm 5'11". I'm standing in the shower, and the height in the shower up into the skylight is about 6 feet 3 inches of height. The ceiling height throughout the entire camper is 6 feet 5 inches. So for you taller folks, you might have to find a different camper that's a little bigger for you. For your average height people, this will work just fine. Now, outside of the shower, you don't have a medicine cabinet, but you do have a mirror on the wall, so you can at least look at yourself before you head on out. And then to the right of the commode, there's a little countertop space with some open storage underneath of there. Really not sure why this is here and why they wouldn't have mounted a medicine cabinet on the wall so you could put some things away. There's really nowhere to put personal belongings away in this bathroom at all, like toothpaste, toothbrushes, you know, deodorant, your brush, maybe your shaver. Like, there's nowhere to do any of that stuff. So, but they do have an electrical receptacle here, so if you do have a hair dryer or a shaver, you can at least plug it in while you're doing your hair or shaving in front of the mirror. Here I am sitting on the commode, and I'm not going to pass the elbow test on this side, but I do pass it on the other. And also I'm looking straight ahead, so it feels like a pretty decent sized bathroom when you're in here. So here we are outside, and one nice feature that they have built in here is this outdoor griddle. So you can pull this right on out, cook up some breakfast in the morning, or throw some burgers on here and fire them on up, man. Sounds good to me. I'm hungry right now. Also, you have a little bit of open storage back here. So at the very back of this travel trailer, there is an outdoor shower, and they have pass-through storage all the way through from one side to the other. So you can store a lot of items back here. Hey guys, let us know which one of these travel trailers was your favorite and why down in the comments below. We would love to hear from you. And if you want to check out some more travel trailers that weigh less than 4,000 pounds, just click the box down below. And Susan and I will see you in the next video.